Hey Bookies, welcome to my channel. If this is your first time coming across this channel, you are welcome. My name is Bintu, but you can call me B Agi for short. And on this channel, I'm going to be reacting to a lot of videos, fun videos, funny videos, um, emotional videos, any videos at all that are interesting. I'm going to be reacting to them on this channel. So if this is your first time meeting me or coming across this channel, please do not forget to support your girl by subscribing. If you like these videos, if you watch these videos, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also do not forget to turn on your post notification bell so that anytime I post any video, you will be the first person to be notified. So today we are going to be reacting to white people being jealous of black people. Um, you know, I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel about this video, but yeah. So that's what we are going to be reacting to. We are going to be reacting to white people being jealous of black people. So let me know what you guys think about this video, okay? And yeah, and also do not forget to be respectful in the comment section down below. Anyways, let's get into it.
I've seen videos of people talking about, some white women actually believe that no black woman can be prettier than them. Like they actually believe like no black woman can be prettier than them. Only reason why I don't believe that is because a lot of white women, not all, but a majority of white women are very envious and jealous and always in this one-sided competition with black women. They have always been like that. It's been like that since the beginning of time, y'all. Since the beginning of time. Everywhere I go, people stare at me. People call me pretty. People compliment me. But white girls, they will stare at me. They just have a nasty look on their face. They won't say nothing to me. A few of them will walk up to me and be like, "You're just so pretty. You're so gorgeous." But a lot of them will look at me and just have this nasty look on their face. And I know it's jealousy. I know they're jealous. I just watched this video yesterday. It was a Black history lesson someone was talking about, and it was basically saying how black women way back when used to wear their hair in like these gorgeous big poofy hairstyles with beads and like feathers in their hair and everything like that. And white women were so jealous and so intimidated, so bothered by the hair on another person's head. They went and made a petition. This is in Louisiana. They wrote a petition to the governor, and the governor ended up banning black women from wearing their hair out in public because it was intimidating and making the white women jealous, essentially. I don't know if you guys remember, but like if you look back in the Victorian times where they used to wear those big poofy dresses and the backside of them dresses were big as hell. Excuse my language. And guess who inspired that? A black woman that was kidnapped from Africa and held in a cage as a freak show, that was forced to act like an animal and do weird stuff in a circus. Same reason why white women go and get lipo now, because they want lips like this. Lips that I was made fun of for having. Which is why this is the reason why they want to go get BBLs. Why? Because black women is the blueprint of the Coke bottle shape. One of the reasons why they get self-tanner. I thought being white as can be was a good thing. Now you want to make yourself bronze? Now you want a little melanin? It's so obvious, y'all. Like, and it's not just racism. It's jealousy. It's envy. It's another reason why these white women will go and purposefully get with these self-hating, colorist black men. I ain't never seen a white woman try to go after a Malcolm X kind of dude. Most likely because a Malcolm X kind of dude ain't gonna want to date him. I ain't never seen a white woman try to, date a black dude that always talks about how he loves black women or has made statements, about black women, how much he loves black women. I see these white women go out and get these whitewashed black men who do nothing but talk trash about black women and how black women this, how black women that, and this black and that black. Purposely go and get with these black men because it's a boost of their ego, because they know, okay, this black man hates himself, which means he hates his people. He doesn't like black women. He feels some type of way about them. And so by me getting with him, it's like I get a one up on the black woman. I get a one up on her. They're always in these secret competitions with black women. So you wonder why they're microaggressive to us. You wonder why they always catch these small attitudes. You wonder why they always feel some type of way and looking at you crazy, baby girl, because they're jealous. They're jealous because they know they can't compete where they don't compare. It's jealousy, and it's all a mind game. They will do anything they can to get in our heads and to mess with us and then try to go and cry and play victim. That's why I don't be phased. I don't be phased. I be walking around with my head up high. I know they be staring at me. I know they be looking at me. I don't even pay them no mind. I walk right past them. Won't move out of their way or nothing. They're envious. They're envious. It's been like that since the beginning of time.
Imagine being jealous of somebody for the way they decide to style their hair. Like, isn't that weird? Wow. This is actually my first time ever hearing something like that. I never knew that there was a thing that happened in wherever it happened, of white people petitioning for black people to stop styling their hair the way they did because it was intimidating to them. Like what? Go by.
Oh, I do think that white people are absolutely jealous of black people. Oh, I do think that white people are absolutely jealous of black people, and specifically with the community, and also with like fashion and music and everything else that is appropriated. But by design of what whiteness is, it inherently lacks community, and I think we're absolutely jealous of that. And I've heard biracial people say that they do see that difference in their own families because in addition to European cultures being more individualistic than cultures from Africa, South America, and indigenous North American cultures, the invention of whiteness in America erased a lot of ties to actual culture. So when I say like white people, black community, I'm not talking about like Polish people or German people or Irish people. As I explain in my book, I just wrote the intro and I'm working on the conclusion today. Y'all keep me in your prayers. In the course of human history, white is a relatively new term. As we discussed in the introduction to this book, white is a North American term emerging from the 1600s as a term to justify the enslavement of Africans and squelch revolts from poor Europeans and indentured servants. Before this term, Europeans would identify with their nationalities. The Irish, Italians, Germans, French are all very different cultures. Thus, there is not the same communal tie to whiteness as there is for people from other communities. Further, since white was created to be a divider, a separator, it is not a happy identity. It is not something people want to admit they relate to. It doesn't have a rich, healthy history. Speaking as a white American who has conducted national level research on white Americans, we tend to say things like we have German, Irish, Italian, etc. ancestry, even if we have never been to those places. This is because all white Americans have ties to immigration, and because these identities are actual cultures, they do not have roots only in oppression. Now, we know who started colonization, right? So this is the book I'm trying to finish by Monday and send to the editor. There's a free chapter in my bio if you're interested on one of the unwritten rules of work. The book is predominantly about class, but I talk about 3 other identities that you can't talk about class without talking about these other identities, and race is absolutely one of them.
A lot of white women do get insecure when white men date outside of the white race. One of the most notable examples of this is Taylor Swift's reaction to Travis Kelce's exes. I know a lot of black creators were talking about this online a couple months ago, but when she has lines like, "I'm not a bad bitch, I'm not a savage," things like that, and directly referencing how she feels insecure that Travis Kelce dated gorgeous black women before her, this is absolutely a thing. And I think it's rooted in like insecurity and jealousy that they feel like they can't compete, not their white boyfriend has a type that isn't white women, but that he's marrying her simply to have white kids, because there's a lot of pressure from white families to pass on the white gene. Obviously, this is not something I care about at all, but I know a lot of white women do care if they find out that their boyfriend has either dated men, they freak the fuck out, or has dated women who aren't white. Because I think the assumption at the end of the day is that white people mostly date white people, even though we're in 2026, like, date who you want. But yeah, in response to this, there's absolutely a thing, and there are a lot of examples of white women being very jealous and insecure. Okay, bye!
But then my own question is, why would you be jealous because your boyfriend, your current boyfriend, dated a different race before he met you? Like, isn't, anyways, I don't know. Like, are people not supposed to date anybody they want, regardless to race? So why do you have to be insecure about who your boyfriend or your partner, your current partner, dated before they met you? Like, it doesn't make no sense.
Wear native African clothes. If we are braids,
wear native African clothes, if we wear braids or wear native African clothes, if we go and have an aggressive tan, we are never going to be questioned. That's white privilege. And that's why we can freely copy black women for everything they naturally are and reap benefits and even get praised on top of what another person's discrimination is all about. So how can we comfortably sit and be like, I'm wearing braids because it's only hair? No, it's not only hair. It's another person's daily struggle because it's their culture and they're not free to express it. Meanwhile, you, Karen, and you, Becky, you go out, wear the braids, get praises, and absolutely do nothing against the discrimination Black women go through. That's the acceptance of compliments. That's when we are getting those compliments without correcting that, oh, thank you. This is actually a Black hairstyle. This is actually, we are not even ready to question our own white privileges. That's why we are labeling it only hair, so that we can comfortably culturally appropriate another person's identity. We are using these statements to make ourselves comfortable while we know that we are doing the wrong thing. We know, deep down we know, we just don't want to say it out because we want to reap the benefits.
I have a theory about why Black women and white women are having such a hard time getting along, and it starts with a story. When I first started teaching, I was in a teacher training program with 3 other women. 2 of them were Black and 1 of them was Indian, and we started teaching at the same school, the same grade, at the same time. One of these women, a Black woman, completely excelled. She did so much better than I did at literally everything. Classroom management, her test scores were high. She was excellent at literally everything. And something about her excellence didn't sit right with me. I just didn't feel good about it, and I couldn't figure out why I didn't feel good about it. It was internalized racism, but I didn't know that yet. So I had to sit with this idea of her being better than me and trying to figure out why it didn't feel good and feel comfortable for me. And of course, at the time, I didn't know that I needed to do the work of anti-racism, so I didn't think it was possibly because I could have internalized racism. I had to do a lot of study and thought about myself and what could possibly be making me feel this way about this woman. And here's what I discovered. Most of the media that I had consumed up to that point in my life had white people as the central characters. And the shows and other media that I consumed that had white women at the central characters often had Black women as the side characters. These Black women's role in these movies was to assist the white women, support the white women, advise the white women, but never to rise above the white women. Even shows that were about Black women, like The Help, had white women as the central character and the Black women as supporting characters. So I internalized the idea that Black women were there to support me and to advise me, but not to rise above or become better than me. And that's why when this Black teacher was way better and more talented than me, I felt some kind of way about it. Now, I'd imagine lots and lots more white women have also internalized the same idea, and that's why they feel okay stealing Black women's content and not giving them any credit, because the Black women are just there to advise them anyway. But most Black women are natural leaders. Society has forced them to become leaders. And so we need to step aside and let them lead, even if it means checking our privilege and letting them lead us.
She said everything that needed to be said.
White girls cannot fathom that a girl who's not white can be considered. White girls cannot fathom that a girl who's not white can be considered pretty.
Okay, so a couple of years ago, I was in Italy for my 27th birthday. I was staying in Amalfi Coast in Sorrento. I was staying in a hostel, and if you've ever stayed in a hostel before, you know the community is tight and it's very easy to meet friends. I was staying in an all-female dorm. It was my last night there, and there were some ladies who were like, "Hey, we're gonna go out if anybody wants to join us." And I was like, "Let me go ahead and get up." I've been going out every single night while I was there, and I was like, "Let's go one more night before I head back to Pompeii and to Rome." So I tell the girls who were like corralling everyone together, like, "Hey, I would love to come." And they're like, "Awesome, we're gonna get ready and leave in about 30 minutes. I said, "Perfect." So I quickly do my makeup, and I quickly put on this dress that I call like my freakum dress of the summer. It's now October, but I wore this dress all summer in Chicago, and the results every time I wear this dress is like crazy. The men be falling to their knees. So I put on this dress, and all the girlies in the room are eating me up. They're like, "Oh my God, we love your dress.
your body, like you look so good. Like all the girlies from all walks of life, right? We got all the girls from Europe, Southeast Asia, Latin America, like everybody's in the room and they all are wooing over me, rightfully so. We love girls that support girls. But this is where it gets interesting. The two girls that corralled us all together, I watch a lot of Real Housewives, so I can peep group dynamics. I can peep Mean Girl from a mile away. And as we are getting dressed, like, I see the two girls kind of like shooting eyeballs at me, like,
and to paint the picture about them, they're both American.
And to paint the picture about them, they're both American. One was blonde, like blonde hair, blue eyes, like Western beauty standard, right? And then her friend was a brunette, and their dynamic was very interesting, especially as we were getting dressed. Like the blonde was definitely like queen bee, what I say go, you feed my ego. Like that is the only reason why I keep you around. And the brunette complied, right? So I get dressed, I'm standing in the body length mirror, there's only one in the room, and I see the brunette like come over, she gives me like one of these smiles. First we were talking, but now all of a sudden it's a smile, and I was like, oh, this energy is a little off. And she looks at her outfit, and she looks at the blonde girl, and she goes, I just don't feel like confident in my outfit. I feel very underdressed. And what she and the blonde girl were wearing is what I call the basic special. And I partake in the basic special. It's mom jeans and a crop top. I love a mom jean and a crop top. I'm not calling you basic. I'm just saying it's a basic special. It's very good outfit. It always looks good. But on the Amalfi Coast in Italy, I was literally on a yacht the day before. Like, I'm wearing my best in Italy. And then also, like, if you've been to Europe, the girlies there are dressed to the nines all times. It doesn't matter what time of day it is. You go to the grocery store, the girlies are dressed up. So that's just how it is. But old girl, the brunette, was feeling like very insecure, and you could see them looking at me, especially as I was getting all these compliments in the room. They were giving me death stares. And then the blonde looks at me as she's talking, as she's like responding to the brunette when she says, oh, I just don't feel confident in my outfit. I feel like it's basic. And she's like, we're wearing the exact same thing. Get over it. You don't need to show your body off to look good. And I said, did she just shame me a little bit? Like, I thought we were friends. I thought we were doing good. Again, a couple minutes ago, I was in my bed. I had my bonnet on. I did not have an ounce of makeup. I still look good. But really did not think they thought I could look as good as I put my look together. Like, the mean girl energy that came off her when she said that, I was perplexed. And then she tells the brunette, like, are you ready to go? Like, let's go. And they get up and they walk out the room. And I was like, I thought we were going together, because it was just those two and me that were going out. And once the door closes, everyone in the room is like, what the fuck was that? And I was like, I don't know. And of course they're all hyping me up. They're like, no, you look great, your body looks fucking good, you don't look like scandalous, it's a sexy dress for sure. But they all said, we're in Europe. Like, I said, thank you. And they obviously started to go down the route of, like, they're definitely jealous. And I was like, okay, like, are y'all peeping that? They're like, yes, that's what that was. I was like, okay. I would make sure. That whole situation, I have a few other stories, definitely where that's happened, especially in a hostel setting. I did end up going out by myself. I had a great time. And I called my mom and explained it to her. And she was just like, you know, there are some girls who, like, the beauty standard, they know they're on a pedestal, and the fact that I was in the room and getting praises, and also I am pretty. I'm not saying I was prettier than them, but I looked really good. I don't think they could compute, like, it was threatening their sense of self and identity and everything that's been spoon-fed to them. So, I don't know, it was crazy. This is true. I really do think.
You know, it's crazy being angry at somebody for dressing up to go out. Like, I just don't understand. Being jealous of somebody for dressing nice, just because you think your dress doesn't look good, doesn't mean it is okay for you to be mad at somebody for dressing the way they want to dress. Like, it just does not make sense. Anyways, I just cannot stand some people.
The jealousy and envy that white mistresses felt
The jealousy and envy that white mistresses felt towards enslaved black women was layered and complex. It wasn't about wanting to be in their shoes, but about feeling like their position over black women was threatened by their husband's sexual interest in them. And with Victorian morality casting white women as the symbol of the Madonna and black women as the symbol of the whore, white women could lean into this framing to maintain their position of supremacy. This legacy persists today. Ideas of proper femininity, or what Raewyn Connell calls emphasized femininity, are built around whiteness. As a result, white women, even those who reject emphasized femininity, may feel an automatic entitlement to being admired in white supremacist patriarchal society, and therefore feel threatened by black women's success. It's our responsibility to reflect honestly on when we felt competitive with black women or threatened by black women, or held them to unfair standards. For most of us, these responses are learned, not chosen, and they can be hard to face within ourselves, but it's an important step in creating true dynamics of allyship amongst women. Something Bell Hooks comments on a lot in her book is how when white women align themselves with white supremacy, this pushes black women further towards the benevolent patriarchy being offered to them within their own communities. Check out my last video to see some of her quotes on this and hear a deeper analysis of this topic. And check out the full playlist for a lot more Bell Hooks content.
So I don't know how well y'all can hear me because I'm outside. But I wanted to tell y'all a little quick story of what happened last night and why now I understand why white people look at black people like they crazy out here. So I'm drinking, and you know when you drink it with somebody, that's when they start telling you the real tea. So long story short, there's this trans woman that came to the bar that I do know because she does perform. And basically, you know, she's very energetic. She's always trying to have a good time, you know. So while we out and we drinking, she tells me how the trans girl that we're talking about, how somebody was like trying to clock her at a gay bar, mind you. Like trying to just like tell her calm down and really like kind of settle her down. And she having a good time just like everybody else. So tell me why the girl tells me that she's like, yeah, you know, us white people, sometimes we get a little nervous. Because to mind you, she's defending the trans girl, but at the same time, she's like, yeah, us white people, we get a little nervous when we see black people having a good time. Like, we don't, like, I don't know, it just makes us a little nervous. So I said, are you serious? She's like, yeah. I'm like, I don't understand why that is. She's like, yeah, people are so weird, and I don't understand why either, but it's just something, like, it just, I don't know, it just makes us a little nervous and just uncomfortable. Girl, when she told me that, I said, well, I respect your honesty, honey, but that's ridiculous. So if you are African American out here in Seattle and you think somebody looking at you like you crazy, bitch, it's not you, it's really them. And honestly, just enjoy yourself and be even more happier than you were before to make them even more mad on myself.
Imagine some people being angry or being uncomfortable of you or towards you because of who you are or because of being happy. Like, people are just so, I just imagine being mad or uncomfortable of somebody for being who they are or for being happy, just happy. That is crazy, don't you think so? Like, I don't know.
Some white guy just told me that he doesn't like black girls. Unsolicitedly, by the way. But apparently I have a cute face, and I was his exception. I'm just like, do you think that would make me want you then? Not only that, what if I tell you I don't like white niggas? He said it as if it was a compliment, like I was supposed to be like, oh, thank you so much. Not even cute either, like.
This woke, non-racist white woman explains why racist white people hate black people. And honestly, this explains the obsession. If you're not a racist and you love all the guys' children, then this is not gonna bother you. But if you are a racist, this is gonna piss you the hell off, and I don't give a damn.
One of the reasons white people hate black people is because we cannot tolerate black joy. We cannot tolerate black intelligence. We cannot tolerate black beauty. We cannot tolerate black confidence. We cannot tolerate black camaraderie. We cannot tolerate anything that frees a black person. We don't like black people to be educated. We don't like them to be successful. We don't want black judges. We don't want anything for black people that doesn't directly affect and entertain us. So we can have a black nanny. We can have a black house cleaner. We can have a black teacher. We can have a black coach. We can have black players. But only for the specific things. That we feel comfortable with. I think I heard somebody say that white people are the ones that have the ancestors that were closely related to the apes. And I believe that. We are Neanderthals. We're fucking pale monsters. I really hate being white sometimes. I'm super ashamed.
Did you see what the white guy did? And I love the fact that the black guy just ignored him for bullying him. You know, he just continued doing what he was doing and did not pay the white guy no mind. And I actually love that for him, because this actually made that white guy look like a clown and a fool that he is. Because why would you be, as a grown ass man, sorry for my language, but as a grown man, why would you bully somebody for, doing, for just playing their piano? Like, I don't know why sometimes, you know how they say age does not make you grown, or age does not make you have sense, right? This is the real definition of it. Because why is a grown man behaving like a 5-year-old child? Because even some 5-year-old kids know better. 5-year-old or some 5-year-old kids know better than this. But a grown man acting like a fool in front of the public. Like, do you see how other people are looking at him like, why the f would you do this? Anyways, it's just crazy. But anyways, guys, this is the end of this video. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think of this video? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's chat in the comment section below. And do not forget to be respectful to everybody, or to be respectful to each other, down in the comment section below. And I will be here to read your comments. And like I said before, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, and do not forget to on your post notification bells, so that anytime I post any video, you will be the first person to be notified. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.